Well, here we are, as usual, at the end of every show, I bring you special rooms. And today, I think that there is absolutely no question in my mind that the best room here for $50,000, all in, cables, DAC, preamp, amplifier, power conditioning, you name it, it's all included in this system. And to me, there is no better system for $50,000 here at Capital Audiofest than the Borresen X3 with all this AVIC, the model, excuse me, please, Peter.
X6.
X6. There's so many X's. You guys love X's.
We have three.
3X. So the reason why, okay, and I'm gonna give a quick, reason why. In the morning when I heard the system, before I started my day, which right now it's almost 6 o'clock, I'm really tired. I left knowing that every room over, the rest of the rooms, all the way from, I believe right now it's 3rd floor, all the way through the 8th floor, I knew they were gonna have a hard time with this system, okay? They were gonna have their hands full. But I did not wanna say this officially because I had not seen other floors, so I had to give others a chance to prove me wrong. Well, unfortunately, no one proved me wrong. And the air, the spaciousness, the soundstage, the depth, the bass, I mean, this room is completely filled with sound. I did not get that impression from other rooms at this particular price point. And I want to make sure I say this, 50 grand and under, nothing beats this system. I went and saw the system that Peter recommended I see. For $25,000, you're looking at the images right now. I was in that room earlier today. Okay, and I know a lot of you approached me about that room for $25K, and I gave you all the same feedback. For $25,000, I just don't think you can come close to that room. One of the main things that you have to understand about these two systems, okay, is the fact that these people here, all of them have worked tirelessly to put together the most synergistic system that money can buy. They have done the measurements, they have done the testing, they have done the listening, they have done it all for you so that you don't have to get out there and start tinkering the way I do all day, every day. 30 amplifiers, I think I'm up to 380 amplifiers. How many line stages do I have in the room? You don't want to do what I do, folks. Trust me, you don't want to do what I do. As a matter of fact, part of me has started to not hate the hobby, but perhaps not enjoy it as much because of the fact that this tinkering leads to fatigue, and I'm not talking about hearing fatigue, I'm talking about exhaustion from the work that you have to put in. Leave that work to these guys. Let them do that behind closed doors. They do this for you day in, day out. I just feel like I didn't hear this level of performance from the Denmark group, and I keep saying Borresen, as I was telling you earlier, Peter, because the face of the company I feel is Borresen, the speakers. Yeah. People always, when they go into a room, they see speakers first. Right? Yeah. So, but I want to make sure that I understand that we have to highlight the rest of the lineups, the AVICs, the Ansuz cables, all of that is part of the system. And Peter, you were right. I mean, I went upstairs, I heard that system for $25K, same thing, same takeaway, and I try hard. Let me tell you, I was trying to prove you wrong so I could call you out front and center in front of my viewers. I really was trying hard. I wanted to come back, even if you got pissed off, excuse my language, I was going to come down and tell you, hey, man, I think I found something that can rival it there. Being honest with you, don't be mad at me. But I failed. This is, to me, the best performance that I've ever heard from Borresen, from the Denmark group at any show. And you guys know I've been at every show you've been at. Yeah. Okay, I'm there. I don't know what it was about this room, and there is no room treatment. There is a hole in the ceiling. I mean, there is. Yeah. This does not look like the perfect environment. Big ceiling, like a UFO can fit through that hole. And yet, the performance is unmatched. Unmatched. I wish I had had the opportunity to buy a system like this when I started my journey, because when I started, you guys were not even around. You were elsewhere in a different company doing other things.
They did.
But now, for $50K, if you want to just stop the messing around, stop confusing yourself, I 100% recommend this system. So, congratulations, Peter, Larson, and I want to make sure I highlight him, Tyler, from Next Level Hi-Fi in Illinois, correct?
Yep, just outside Chicago.
Tell us a little bit about your store and your operation.
Sure. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for the kind words. My name's Tyler. I'm the owner of Next Level Hi-Fi with my wife. We're a brick and mortar store just outside Chicago, and we've been with these crazy guys since day one. So we're all Audio Group Denmark. If you come to our store, you'll see every one of their products, from the entry level to the most extreme, because we really, really believe in what we're doing, and we're grateful to be here, and thank you for the award.
No, absolutely. It's I got to highlight, when it's credit's due, I'm going to give credit. Full disclosure, a lot of other high-end brands are trying to bring down their prices, creating more affordable components, but yeah, not all of them succeed, okay? Some of these brands build great $100,000 speakers, $200,000 speakers, but when they try to make a $30,000 speaker, it sucks. I've had a few of those. They will go nameless. They will go nameless, okay?
It's have been a tough job, actually, because when you have an unlimited budget, as we have on the other system we have in the room, life is easier when you have the right ideas and you have the technology. But trickle it down to something much more affordable. We have spent nearly 3 years before the X3 came out.
Wow, 3 years, wow.
Yeah, and we couldn't make a speaker like this if you could go a year or two back, because we didn't have the technology at that time to trickle it down. So of course you have to cut some costs, but it also still means that we have been pushed.
Yeah,
because
the market is asking too.
We want to have a part of that market.
And you're doing a hell of a job, let me tell you, Peter.
Thank you.
They're doing a hell of a job, yeah.
So we also invest. There's a lot of reviews we have got on the X-rays are telling, oh, that speaker could easily cost twice or 3 times as much.
Easily.
And we make the choice that makes something really beautiful. And it's high-tech drivers we have in the X series. It's spectrocarbon sandwich designs. We have more or less the same tweeter ribbon planer as we have in the more expensive. We have just reduced the magnet motor system to less as powerful. That was a few nights Mike and I didn't sleep because we want to have it right from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it is not, it has been tough.
One of the things that I mentioned to you earlier was the fact that maybe I haven't seen, hopefully I haven't missed this, but I really do like the fact that you come out with a table and you lay out your drivers, the materials used, all the cones, all the spiders, everything from the internals of the speaker. You're not afraid to showcase what people are paying for.
No, we're not hiding anything.
and I'm not saying that there aren't other brands out there, because I can't really say that. I haven't paid attention closely enough to see if others are laying out parts. But I know every time I go to a show, you guys are there displaying what this next model has. Look how thin it is. Look how light it is. Look at the material, carbon fiber. This is our new model. See how this model has so much of the DNA of our top-end model on the other side of the room. That shows full transparency. Transparency for the customers that are paying for this stuff.
Yeah.
So how is it that you guys do it? What do you guys do to make
the advantage is that we make all the drivers in-house.
You make all your drivers, so you control costs because you're making everything.
Yeah, because in the more expensive we're using much higher quality magnets in the motor system. But we still have a driver in any X speaker, which only have around 25% of the inductance of any other dynamic driver on the market.
Okay.
We try our very best in any product to have as low inductance as possible. And it seems the whole industry don't care about inductance. They should.
Interesting, yeah.
Because
I never heard so much conversation.
We are not listening in frequencies, we are listening in transients.
Transients, okay.
That's our nature. Music is energy.
Right, yes.
And Einstein was right. Everything is energy, and music is energy. And transient is the difference in energy level from the lowest level to the highest. And this is where we are shining. And we have trickled it down, so when I heard the first X3, it put a big smile on my face. I think we're on track in this case.
Yes.
So, so we are, but we couldn't do it without extremely smart and intelligent people in our factory, because they have the soul.
Right.
In everything we do. I mean, Michael and I and Flemming Rasmus, former Griffin, are just getting the ideas. We can do this and we can do that. But without these very, very skilled people we have, we couldn't do it.
Yeah, you have a whole team. You have a lot of different people that are
One of
specialized
the
in.
best teams in the world.
I think I agree with that. I would have to agree with that. Because this doesn't come just from one person. This comes from multiple hands, people that are specialists at their craft, and they know exactly what to do, from the cables to the streamers and your amplification, the new beautiful amplification that the $2 million system has. It all is work. It's all made to work synergistically. Yeah. That's the bottom line. But anyway.
Couple of things too I'd point out, not to
sure, go ahead.
You, but it's kind of exciting about the X series. You're asking about how do you hit this price point? How do you do this? It's really been a cool juxtaposition for the enthusiasts and consumers in here, because they're listening to the $2 million system right over there, and of course it sounds better. It's glorious.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And then they look over here and they go, well, how the heck are you guys doing these X6s for $22,000? And the answer is, I point at, we developed those first.
Yep.
And then all that trickle down comes into this technology. Cost is cut, of course.
Right.
But it's a crazy value. Yeah. These guys are so crazy. They include wheeled flight cases with these speakers for $22,000.
With these?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. They come in boxes and U-Haul boxes sometimes.
Yeah, flight cases for $22,000. That's crazy. Yeah. In our world in retailing, that's like an insane value. And then the other thing forthcoming, you've heard the X2 now.
Yes.
750.
Yes, the X2.
Yep. You've heard the X3 before at $11,000.
The X3 is the one that drove me here first, but then you show me the X6, and now I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
And we have, for those really quaint, cozy rooms, we do have a monitor coming, an X1.
Great.
So that'll be $6,600.
Wow.
So crazy value.
You're hitting all price points, and I think everyone can have a piece of Borresen for sure. If you really want it, there is no reason why you can't have it. Well, guys, that's all I have for today. I really want to thank you for your time. Those of you who came to shake my hand and acknowledge my hard work and dedication, I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And you guys continue to kick ass.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate you. That's all I got. Subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.